Hey y'all, it's Nancy, the Handy Scandy. Welcome back for another crafty venture. Today is Saturday Morning Makes number 5. I am a day late again. I apologize. Life has been crazy between work and home responsibilities and design team stuff and rearranging my crafty space. Things just got away from me, but I wanted to share one project that I did this week and a couple of older ones, and I hope you enjoy. Let's jump on in. Hey everyone, welcome to Saturday Morning Makes. I apologize for getting this up late yet again. I am in the process of reorganizing my craft room, moving things around, different room layout, all those things. So everything is still very much a mess. Well, that's not true. A lot of it's still a mess. A lot of it's actually coming together quite well. But I did want to take a minute and just share with you an art journal spread that I completed this week, as well as a couple older projects. But this is my spread, so let me start. This is a little journal. It is watercolor paper. It's from Arteza. It's about 3.5 by 5.5, and it's a great size. Like my daughter and I have been sending it back and forth to Ohio. She'll do a little bit, I'll do a little bit, that kind of thing. But this is the page that I finished, actually just this weekend. Started it a few months ago. Did this background, loved it. I've been trying to learn to edit myself and utilize white space, which I love when I see it in other people's projects, but I just get carried away. But I had a really good time this time, and I was able to obviously embrace the white space. And I used these two mica stains. Now this one, I have another bottle somewhere. This one came in a kit. It wasn't so it's extra to me. I just don't know where my open one is. But the two colors on this, the Distress Mica Stains, Cocktail Party and Shiny Bauble, and they're so pretty. Can you see that? All the blips and blops and splatters, and oh, the variation in color. Love, love, love it. Now in the background you can see this script, and to be honest, I can't remember if that is that scripty Tim Holtz stamp that I tend to keep on my desk, which in this moment I don't know where it is, or if it is the vintage script from Whimsy, which I absolutely love as well. I'm not sure which one it is. Those are the two that I use most of the time when I want some type of script. But this little hash guy right here, I've got him in several places. You can see it a little bit right there as well. That is from Whimsy. Grungy backgrounds or something like that. I'll have everything linked downstairs. Unfortunately, I don't have access to most of the things that I wanted to share with you today, but it was the finished project ultimately that I wanted to share. Now these little ostriches are adorable. That's a red rubber cling stamp from Whimsy. And this one I actually colored and fussy cut her out and just had her sitting inside the art journal page for several months because I just wasn't sure if I wanted to have her head sticking out, because the other pages just don't interrupt that page border. You know, we've got all these other things, pages started, not finished, but nothing extends beyond the border of the page. So I wasn't sure. All that said, I ended up saying, you know what? Yes, it's my journal. I'll do what I want. So I did. I stamped another one, and obviously I colored it in kind of the tealy aqua greens, greeny blues, to kind of pull out some of the greens in the Shiny Bauble. And then I put the green one over the pink splotch and the pink one over the greeny blue splotch. And then this new die from Whimsy has 3 different sizes of cheers words. You know, last week I shared the beer bottles, or the beer glasses rather, and this came in that set too. So 3 different sizes of cheers, very sweet. This is that one. And I think it's a great size, and I just thought it was fun because they're both holding their martinis, cheersing each other, cheersing the viewer. I think it's adorable. And then also this little heart stencil in the background. That's some crackle paste. It's probably the Ranger textured crackle paste. I've had that jar for a long time now. And the stencil is actually from Brutus Monroe, I believe. I think it's called Falling Hearts or something like that. Again, don't have access to it. If I can find it online, I'll link it and list it downstairs. And then finally, this little border around the edge and the little highlights on the on the ostriches. This was a white gel pen. I think it was a 0.5. And then this is that Speedball Elegant Writer that I just made that funky little border. Just some squiggly lines and some dots. Nothing fancy, but it just kind of frames it all in. But I think it's adorable. I'm really, really loving this. I hope you guys do too. Let me know what you think downstairs in the comments. I think it's sweet, sweet, sweet. All right, now just a couple more things that I wanted to share with you. This is old. It's one of the first cards that I made for a Colorful Life Designs when I was on the design team. And I absolutely love the stencil. Can't remember what it's called, and again, I don't have access to it, but I'll try to find it and link it downstairs. It has been floating around in my stash for a while because I love it. I love this gradient of color. I love the stencil. I love the glitter. I love, love, love this girl from Aall Create. I actually have a video where I made this card, and I'll try to remember to link the video. I just had this whole, I don't even know what to call it, but I so related to her because I feel like society has defined what beautiful is, and Janet Klein has just kind of taken her characters outside the box, and they're very much still beautiful, but they're very different. It's an unusual beautiful, and I am all about it. So anyway, just thought this was really cute, really pretty, and it is getting a little beat up because it's been in my stash. I probably need to clean some of that up and put it in a protective cover, because this is one of my favorites, and it's very simple, but it's definitely one of my favorites. Yeah, very, very close to my heart, this one is. Just simple, simple. All right, there's that. And now this one is not quite so simple. This one was made for a hop. I believe it was with the card hopping group, and I think the theme was home. And these, I don't want to call them sweet bugs, but the bugs were gifted to me from a crafty friend, and I really wanted to use them on this project. And so home, I live in North Carolina, and there's all kinds of weird creepy crawlies here. Things that you definitely don't want inside your home. However, they live in the state, which is my home. Does that make sense? So I used them, and I thought it was kind of a fun interpretation. But the house, of course, represents home, and all of the products on here, except for the pigment powders in the background and the paint, are from Aall Create. So this is a, I want to say it's lots of dots. I'm not sure. I think Abs actually created that stencil. And then I just put some texture paste through it, and then I let it dry, and I put the pigment powders down, just trying to keep the color palette simple. And then of course I just ran over the back of it once it was all dry with a brayer with some white paint, just to, you know, hit on some of the higher spots and just add some more of that grungy look to it. And then of course some black splatter. And the word home is from this stamp set, which I believe is from Janet Klein. I think it's called Homebody, because there's several different houses, and then the word home, and I think there's something else in there too, I'm just not sure. And then these critters are also from Aall Create. And then this kind of, it's like a leafy, it's a small stamp, it's about this big, but it's one of my favorites from Tracy Evans, and I just am in love with this card. So this one and this one stay in my stash. I need to find some way to protect them and still display them, because I really, really love these cards. So next, I just pulled out some things as I've been doing my room and finding things, and these two were made featuring the Boho Moon die. There was a whole Boho release from Whimsy this time last year, I think, and I just think it's really cute. Same die, totally different vibe. Totally different vibe. So this stamp in the background, first of all, let me say that both of these are made from the mini slim tag dies. I believe that's what it is. This of course is a smaller one, and I think I even trimmed it down thinner than what the die actually cuts it. But this background in this, the stamp in the background is Nordic. It's a slimline red rubber cling as well, and I love it. It's one of my favorites from Whimsy. I have a lot of favorites from Whimsy, to be honest, but definitely one that I love very much. And of course I did the gold on black and then the gold on white, and I just kind of love that contrast. Very, very simple. Now this die comes with different things that you can use as danglies. off or his baubles off the dangly bits. I don't know. Of course, stars, and then hearts. And I just layered them up. That's probably 3 layers of hearts. And then I have them popped up on some foam tape and covered with some glaze, like a crystal glaze or something. And this particular tag was just some ink smushing. There was a bunch of different inks left on my work surface. Some Posca pen. I love the way Posca pens work when you add water to them and then smush them up. I think it's really pretty. And then I don't know if you can see it, but there's that heart background stamp there too. It's a long skinny one. It's only about this big. It's from Whimsy, and I'll link that downstairs as well. And then the trims and stuff, these were literal scraps. I was going to throw them away. This little glitter piece and this little glitter piece, little brown thread, or I guess it's like a twine. I just thought they were really, really cute. And of course, with these 2 more natural ones, I put little confetti from This Calls for Confetti, and these are from This Calls for Confetti as well. Just thought they were really cute, and I just wanted to share those with you. I thought they were fun. And then finally, some watercolor painting that I did a while ago. I can't remember the name of the artist. I'm not going to put too much thought into it because I just can't remember her name, but I will find her. It's an Amber Creative. Maybe that's it. But this is just fun. She has a whole series of like water spot birds. And so she'll put like a circle of water and then go in and just drop in the color and kind of let it do its thing. Now this is just fun. It's not my favorite that I've done using kind of her tutorials and her process, but I think he's really cute. But this next one I did all by myself, no tutorial, no nothing. And I think he's fantastic. July 22, so not quite a year ago. I found a picture online and I said, I wonder if I could do that. And I'll have to find the picture again and pop it up in the corner for you because I think he is absolutely fantastic. And I'm no painter, but I did that. Have you ever done something and you're like, I did that. I did that. That's how I feel about this guy. I did that. I love him. I think he's adorable. Y'all drop me a comment downstairs. I'd love to chat with you down there, and I will try to have everything linked and listed down there, as well as the videos or the other artists that I've mentioned. I'll try to have everybody linked and listed. So I guess until next time, guys, I thank you again for spending some time with me. And until then, this is Nancy, the Handy Scandy, Saturday Morning Makes number 5. Mwah! I'm out.